Okay, folks. So, I do believe that the city of Henderson and the conservationists here in Nevada are taking measures and doing things that are actually going to make us more susceptible to what they call wildfires, in quotes. And here's how it works, okay? And they've already got the public like complicit and agreeing with all of it too. Because for our winter schedule, we're only allowed to water 1 day a week, okay? When you don't water more often, you have more issues, okay? And the fact that they've made it a law, it's a law, water 1 day a week. That's the commercial, that's the ad that they have out from the Southern Nevada Water District right now is water only 1 day a week. It's the law. So I water more than 1 day a week, folks, just so you know, just saying. But by making that a law and people only watering 1 day a week, it gets a little bit drier, a little bit faster. We're talking about the winter months, right? Where it's a little bit colder, but here's an additional little tidbit in there that a lot of people aren't aware of. They've been spraying those aerosols and those particulates and injecting and spreading out all of those particulates in our atmosphere. And that comes down. That makes its way down here to ground level, and it makes its way onto all these little leaves. All these little leaves here get little pieces of that particulate on them, okay? And some of those particulates are reflective, okay? And when you have reflective particulate material sitting in trees and the wind picks up, because they've given us a wind advisory for today, we're going to have some bigger wind gusts today. When the wind picks up, blows them leaves around, and those reflective particles on there start reflecting light and energy, what little bit of light is allowed to come through, it can spark fires. It can spark fires, okay? So I do believe they are setting us up here in Henderson for bigger disasters, for some of the same type of disasters that they've had out in California for decades, because for some reason Nevada seems to want to follow all the same policies and rules that California has made and not learn from their mistakes. So that's how it works, folks. When they start putting out all of these different policies and these regulations demanding that people only water 1 day a week or they only water on certain days, that's weather modification. That's controlling the people and how the people are contributing to controlling the weather in our atmosphere and our environment around us, okay? It's bullshit. Should have never been allowed to be declared. Because in the first place, Lake Las Vegas stole all of the water from Lake Mead, okay? So then they were able to declare a water emergency because of that little tidbit, right? So because of the water emergency getting declared, that grants them the authorizations to go make these little rules like only water 1 day a week. So I believe there are some in charge here in Henderson that are well aware that the policies and the rules that they're making are going to make us more susceptible to what they call wildfires, in quotes. And the drought, what they call the drought and deluge effect, where you get a severe drought for a period of time and then you get a deluge where you get flash flooding and you get mudslides and you get sinkholes. That's what they're setting us up for here in Henderson in Southern Nevada, folks. And just they're giving us a wind warning again today where we're going to get some really heavy high wind gusts. And when you got heavy high wind gusts and you got trees sitting around and bushes sitting around that have particulate matter in it that reflects the sunlight, it can cause sparks. Just saying. Because I'm repetitive, I have to say it again. I do believe the folks here in charge of the city of Henderson and Henderson in general is at a greater risk because of the measures, the so-called measures they're taking to combat global warming and our water shortage. They're making us more susceptible. Just saying.